You guys, I've done this take a million times. So anyway, hi, welcome to the workshop. If you're new here, my name is Renee with Renee Stained Glass Works, and this is a place where I love to create and share my art and my techniques with everybody. Some of the supplies that I'll be using today, you can find on my website, reneestainedglassworks.com. And in today's video, I wanted to share how I solder my hooks into my sun catchers for extra strength, and thought I would give you guys a couple of tips and show you guys a couple different hooks. This is an extra strong hook for extra heavy pieces, and this is a 14 gauge 1/4 inch hook that I use this hook most of the time. This is for my sun catchers. This is really the hook that I tend to go with. And I want to mention that I always recommend, when you are soldering your hooks into your sun catchers, always solder them into a solder line. Never solder on the edge of the foil. This will give up over time. And it's not going to be able to support anything strong. So I always recommend soldering into a solder line. So when you're drawing out your patterns, it's important to be aware of that, so you can make sure that you're drawing your line to accommodate your hook. So wanted to mention that. And I offer these on my website. The hooks I offer in 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch, in 14 gauge, which is the strongest, and 16 gauge, which is a little bit of a thinner hook. It's nice to have both, but I tend to use the 14 gauge mostly in my stuff. I also offer the extra strong hooks. This is a pack of 10, and these ones are packs of 50. I have free shipping in the US on my website. And yeah, so oh, I'm not sure if I mentioned, my husband and I, we are going to demonstrate just how strong this is with soldering into the solder line, soldering your hooks into the solder line, as opposed to soldering on the edge. We're going to do a demo and show you guys the difference. We're going to add some weight to it. It's going to be super fun. And yeah, so I also want to mention that if this is something that you like, if this is content that you like, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer. Oh, you can also find me on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. I post a lot over there. So yeah, I hope you'll join me, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are what I'm going to be offering. The different sizes. Like I said, they come in a pack of 50, except for the double strength ones, they come in a pack of 10. And each one comes with an alligator clip. I also am going to be offering the alligator clips in a pack of 2, if you want to buy them separately. And yeah, that's it for that. But again, here's the piece we're going to solder into, and we'll get started with that. And I'll give you guys a couple little tips, and yeah, we'll get started. Okay, so this is the 1/4 inch 14 gauge hook that I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to show you guys how to make this a little bit stronger. And also, if you want it to be more flat up against your piece when you solder it onto your stained glass piece, this is another good way. So we're gonna hammer it down here. This makes your hook a lot stronger. Careful of the fingers, which is why I use this. So yeah, yeah, that's literally it. That just made our piece so much stronger. So we're going to go ahead and solder that onto our little scrap piece over there. Okay, so I did this once and it didn't show up. So we're doing it again. Here's our little hook that we just pounded out to make it extra strong. Here's our extra strong hook. And we'll go ahead and start with this one. So we're going to solder this right into our solder line for extra strength. And flex it. Extra strength. So that looks good. Soldered into there. And then I like to go over the top. Careful you don't do too much, it'll just knock it right off. So that's nice and strong now. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. But solder these right into our solder line just like so. I want to shape my wire. And again, this is where the alligator clips come in handy and help us hold it into place. That gets super hot. And we're going to start by just tacking it here and there. Tack this down first to see it just moved and move it back. And it's not exactly where I want it. I'm going to do it again. Sometimes that gets hooked on there. And so now I'm going to go ahead. Sweat. Okay, let's try this again. See that, so now we're going to finish. And this makes it super strong. See how hot it gets? You gotta be patient. Went right through. So this one's super, super strong. So now we're gonna test it and see how it goes. I'm excited.
Alright.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
So, yeah. These are 1 pound, 1 pound bars. The bucket's already, how much? 1 pound?
1 pound, 11 ounces.
1 pound, 11 ounces. So we're going to see how much this is going to hold. Okay, so 18 pounds. Oh God, okay.
19.
20.
Here, face the other way. Turn
Yeah, I
around.
shouldn't be facing my back. 21.
Never turn your back on them.
No. 22. It was another 9 pounds.
It's stretching.
The hook?
Yeah.
Yep. I think the hook will give up first. So that's 39 pounds.
This is pretty close. So this is 4 pounds. I believe it. I believe it.
Okay. Okay, be careful.
I mean,
It's like 43 pounds.
so yeah.
I'd say it's a pretty good idea to solder on a solder line if you can. Solder your hooks to a solder line.
I think this is 5 pounds. I think this is a little over 5 pounds.
Careful. Be showing the strength if you just solder onto the foil. That's all this is. I don't expect it's going to last long. And then down here we just have it soldered onto the foil. So okay, so let's do the bucket first.
You ready?
Yep, it's on.
Alright, this is just the bucket.
Hee. Okay, I'm surprised.
Yeah, there you go. I'll hand
Maybe
you.
we should just use one of these.
No, because it's about the same.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're a couple ounces. Here we go, 1 pound.
Here's 1 pound.
16 ounces.
1 pound.
Hold on, let it swing back. Okay, 2 pounds.
Surprised. I don't know about over time, how that would do.
Keep an eye on it, see if it's stretching.
I'm looking. It's 4. I can't believe it. Actually, it's 5 with the bucket because the bucket's a pound. This is 5. Wow. Okay, I can't believe it. Six. Holy shit. Can you believe this?
No, I can't.
Can you believe this? I can't even believe it. It looks like right here it's starting to pull away.
This is starting to pull away. Yeah, keep an eye
A
on
little
it.
bit right there. I can't even believe this. This is shocking me right now. 7, right?
Mm-hmm. Right?
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
6 plus the
I
bucket.
can't. It looks like right here it's starting to pull away, and right here a little bit. I see more black
I
there.
see. Oh, it's pulling away.
Okay.
It's pulling away. It's gonna fail any minute.
Yep. If we put one more, it's gonna fail.
Let's see.
Should we do it?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so that
We
was
have
it.
to. This was such a fun demo to make. We had a great time doing it. And it really does show the importance of how and where you solder your hooks on your stained glass sun catchers. And I hope that this helped everybody out. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And don't forget that you can purchase the hooks on my website at reneestainedglassworks.com. And thank you all so much for joining us today. I hope you all have a great day.